Quono Engineering is a structural engineering firm that provides services for new buildings, renovations, rehabs, and adaptive reuse projects. From designing a new building to making what's old new again, you can find us working on a variety of projects such as the design and renovation of residential, commercial, and historic buildings.
What I enjoy most working with Kono Engineering is the work environment in the office, the types of work that we do, and the challenges we face every day.
The work environment, how easily approachable and helpful everyone is, and how open the management is.
My favorite thing about working at Quono Engineering is that a lot of us come from different kinds of structural engineering backgrounds. And if there's something you haven't encountered before, there's probably someone in the firm who's done it. So you can go to them and learn a thing or two.
The people and the projects that we work on. Everybody's so friendly and kind, and the projects are exciting and interesting with some really unique structural engineering solutions.
I enjoy being a part of such a strong team environment focused on providing high quality work for our clients. Also, working at Quono Engineering allows me to focus on my development as a young structural engineer.
Definitely the mentorship and the people overall. Having access to a wealth of knowledge and experience makes it so motivating to learn more and apply that new knowledge in all of my projects. In addition to that, I would add that the company goals and standards are very well communicated and that everything is so organized and streamlined. I've noticed it can be hard to find this kind of culture in other companies. So originally in high school, I had a passion for physics and engineering, and in college I majored in engineering undecided. Then, after going through some statics and mechanics courses, I explored my passion for the physics of materials and pursued civil engineering. This eventually led me down the challenging path of structures and finite elements, which really sealed the deal for me.
Ever since I was a kid, I loved kind of building things. I loved playing with Lincoln Logs and K'NEX and Legos, and I've always loved looking at buildings. And for a while I thought I wanted to be an architect, but then I had a physics teacher tell me that I'd make a good engineer. So that's what I went with.
During my early childhood, I had a curiosity on things work, especially bridges and buildings.
Being a structural engineer allows me to continually learn how things work from a scientific level. I can remember as a kid wanting to spend my weekends building various contraptions and piecing together things without the instruction manuals. My curiosity for how things work and how things go together made the decision to be a structural engineer very easy for me.
I was always intrigued by tall skyscrapers and their architecture. A little bit more research into it, I learned that there's a very important group of people behind these buildings that made the buildings work and stand up. So I decided to be a structural engineer.
I became interested in production technology because I'm very interested in the business aspect of our industry, how we execute these projects, how we execute our deliverables like instruction documents and reports, and the software and tools we use are a major part of that. I think the best part of working with production technology at a structural firm is helping engineers visualize what they're trying to execute and express those in the reports, construction documents, and other deliverables that we have to provide.
I would say the best part of being a structural engineer is that you get to see your structure being built up through its different phases of construction.
Having an impact in society and building structures that can withstand nature's loads by modeling buildings prior to construction.
When you finally solve a problem or design a system that works exactly how you want it to. And it's especially satisfying when you're faced with a hair-pulling challenge and really have to think. Basically, the more challenging it is, the more satisfying it also is to finally find a solution.
Seeing your work in action. I get an immense amount of validation seeing a project I worked on come to life. I'm able to view my own work as well as the work of other structural engineers every single day, which is something a lot of people can't say. Providing such an integral service to the world allows me to stay passionate about what I do.
Hands down, my favorite part about being a structural engineer in New York City are the site visits. You can't have New York City without buildings. We see them every day walking around on the sidewalk, and I get the honor and privilege and pleasure of seeing them up close and personal on scaffolding inside places that not everybody will see, and yeah, fixing whatever the problem is.
The people of Quono Engineering are what made the decision to join so easy for me. Through the interview process, I was able to get a good sense of the company culture and of the quality of engineers that Quono employs. Also, Quono's emphasis on growth and development, not only as a company, but as individual engineers, is something that stood out to me.
I chose to work at Quono Engineering because it's a growing company and it offers the opportunity to advance within the company and its great benefits.
I chose Quono Engineering because of the wide variety of projects that we work on. Whether it's a retrofit, repair, or a brand new building, you learn something new almost every day.
I chose Quono Engineering for the people, the vision that they have, and the desire to grow and expand. Very creative and a lot of very cool things and projects we work on.
I chose Quono Engineering due to its wide variety of projects ranging from renovation of old buildings to new construction.
Initially, my recruiter suggested Quono to me, and they stood out by having a closely knit team with relevant and interesting projects and a progressive company culture. This was proven to me even more so during the interview, and over time I saw how transparent they are with their goals and how effective their mentorship can be.
If you wish to pursue an internship or a career with us at Quono Engineering, please go to the career page on our website, select Join Our Team, and apply either through our available positions listed or simply by selecting Submit Resume and fill out the Google form. We look forward to hearing from you.